The RMS Titanic, a symbol of luxury and innovation, set sail on its maiden voyage on April 10, 1912. It was a marvel of modern engineering, boasting opulent interiors and state-of-the-art technology. Passengers from all walks of life, from the wealthiest elites to hopeful immigrants, boarded the ship with dreams of a new beginning in America. The unsinkable ship, however, met a tragic end in the early hours of April 15th. The night was calm and clear, with stars illuminating the vast expanse of the North Atlantic. But beneath the serene surface, danger lurked. A collision with an iceberg ripped a fatal gash in the Titanic's starboard side, sending distress signals echoing across the icy North Atlantic. The impact was catastrophic, and water began to flood the lower compartments of the ship. Panic ensued as passengers and crew scrambled to understand the gravity of the situation. The Carpathia, alerted to the Titanic's plight, raced to the rescue. Captain Arthur Rostron and his crew navigated through treacherous ice fields, pushing their ship to its limits in a desperate bid to save lives. The journey was fraught with peril, but the Carpathia pressed on, driven by the hope of finding survivors. Arriving hours after the Titanic had slipped beneath the waves, the Carpathia found only lifeboats bobbing in the vast ocean. The survivors, shivering and in shock, were pulled aboard. Their stories of the disaster painted a harrowing picture of the final moments of the Titanic. The disaster sent shockwaves around the world, claiming over 1,500 lives and etching the Titanic's name into maritime history as a stark reminder of the unforgiving power of the sea. Newspapers around the globe carried the tragic news, and memorials were held in honor of the victims. The sinking of the Titanic left an indelible mark on the world's psyche. Communities mourned the loss of loved ones, and the scale of the tragedy resonated deeply with people everywhere. The event became a symbol of human vulnerability and the limits of technological advancement. The tragedy sparked outrage over the lack of lifeboats and raised questions about safety regulations at sea. The Titanic had been equipped with lifeboats for only half of its passengers, a fact that led to widespread condemnation and calls for reform. This disaster became a catalyst for significant changes in maritime safety standards. Yet, amidst the grief and the investigations, the exact location where the Titanic met its demise remained a mystery. For decades, explorers and scientists searched the depths of the North Atlantic, driven by a desire to uncover the final resting place of the legendary ship. It wasn't until 73 years later, in 1985, that the wreck was finally discovered, lying over 12,000 feet below the surface, a haunting reminder of that fateful night. In the aftermath of the sinking, the need to locate the Titanic was palpable. The world was in shock, and the tragedy left an indelible mark on the still in its infancy. The early sonar devices were crude and lacked the precision needed to locate a shipwreck on the ocean floor. Despite their best efforts, the search teams were unable to find any trace of the Titanic. These early sonar systems, developed primarily for military purposes, lacked the precision and resolution needed to pinpoint an object as large as the Titanic on the ocean floor. The sonar systems were designed to detect submarines and other large objects, but they were not capable of providing the detailed images needed to locate a shipwreck. The search teams were working with limited information and outdated technology, and their efforts were hampered by the vastness of the search area. The search area, spanning hundreds of square miles, proved too vast, and the Titanic remained elusive, lost in the depths. The ocean is a vast and unforgiving place, and the search teams were working with limited resources and outdated technology. Despite their best efforts, they were unable to find any trace of the Titanic. The ship remained lost, hidden in the depths of the North Atlantic. The depths of the North Atlantic, reaching over 2 miles deep in some areas, presented another formidable obstacle. The ocean is a vast and mysterious place, and the depths of the North Atlantic are some of the most challenging environments on Earth. The pressure at such depths is immense, and the darkness is absolute. The search teams were working in an environment that was hostile and unforgiving, and their efforts were often hampered by the limitations of their equipment. The pressure at such depths is immense, capable of crushing even the most robust submersibles of the time. The search teams were working with equipment that was often unreliable and prone to failure. The pressure at such depths is immense, and even the most robust submersibles were often unable to withstand the crushing forces. The search teams were working in an environment that was hostile and unforgiving, and their efforts were often hampered by the limitations of their equipment. The lack of deep-sea exploration technology meant that reaching the Titanic's suspected resting place was simply impossible for many years after the tragedy. The search teams were working with limited resources and outdated technology, and their efforts were often hampered by the vastness of the search area and the hostile environment of the deep ocean. Despite their best efforts, the Titanic remained lost, hidden in the depths of the North Atlantic. The decades following the Titanic's sinking saw significant technological advancements, particularly during World War II. The development of advanced sonar systems designed for submarine detection revolutionized underwater exploration. These new sonar systems, with their improved range and accuracy, offered a glimmer of hope for those determined to find the lost liner. Simultaneously, the burgeoning field of underwater robotics saw the emergence of remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs. These unmanned submersibles, equipped with cameras and manipulators, could be deployed to depths previously inaccessible to humans. The combination of advanced sonar and ROV technology provided the tools needed to renew the search for the Titanic. The post-war era also witnessed a surge in oceanographic research. Scientists, driven by a thirst for knowledge about the deep sea, began mapping the ocean floor and studying its unique ecosystems. These expeditions, while not directly focused on finding the Titanic, provided valuable data and experience that would prove instrumental in the eventual discovery. The quest to find the Titanic attracted a new generation of explorers, each driven by their own motivations. These individuals, with their unique backgrounds and expertise, brought fresh perspectives and innovative techniques to the search. Their combined efforts would eventually lead to one of the most significant underwater discoveries in history. Winston Beasley, a Texan oilman, became fascinated by the Titanic's story and dedicated his time and resources to developing new sonar technology for deep-sea exploration. His interest was not just a passing fancy. It became a passion that consumed much of his professional life. Beasley believed that with the right technology, the mysteries of the deep could be unveiled, and the Titanic was the ultimate challenge. Beasley's advancements in side-scan sonar, which could create detailed images of the ocean floor, proved crucial in the search. This technology allowed researchers to map vast areas of the seabed with unprecedented accuracy, revealing hidden features and potential clues about the Titanic's final resting place. His contributions were not just technical, they inspired a new wave of technological innovation in underwater exploration. Jack Grimm, a millionaire adventurer, also joined the hunt for the Titanic. Unlike Beasley, Grimm's approach was more driven by a sense of adventure and the thrill of discovery. He was a larger-than-life character, known for his bold expeditions and willingness to take risks. Grimm's involvement brought a different kind of energy to the search, one that was as much about the journey as it was about the destination. Grimm led several expeditions, utilizing advanced sonar equipment and even deploying a submersible equipped with cameras. These missions were meticulously planned and executed, often involving large teams of experts and significant financial investment. Despite the challenges and setbacks, Grimm remained undeterred, always ready to embark on the next adventure. While Grimm's expeditions failed to locate the wreck, they garnered public attention and fueled the growing fascination with finding the lost liner. His efforts were widely covered by the media, bringing the story of the Titanic back into the public consciousness and inspiring a new generation of explorers and enthusiasts. Grimm's legacy was not just in his attempts to find the ship, but in the way he captured the imagination of people around the world. Robert Ballard, a marine geologist and oceanographer at the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, emerged as a leading figure in the search for the Titanic. Ballard's approach was grounded in scientific rigor and a deep understanding of the ocean's complexities. His background in marine geology provided him with unique insights into the challenges of deep-sea exploration. Ballard's expertise in deep-sea exploration, coupled with his access to cutting-edge technology, made him a prime candidate to lead a new expedition. He was not just a scientist, but a visionary, always looking for new ways to push the boundaries of what was possible. Ballard's innovative use of remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, and other advanced equipment set new standards for underwater research. His unwavering determination and innovative approach would ultimately prove successful. Ballard's discovery of the Titanic in 1985 was a monumental achievement, marking the culmination of years of effort by many dedicated individuals. The images of the wreck lying silently on the ocean floor captured the world's imagination and provided a poignant reminder of the ship's tragic fate. Ballard's success was a testament to the power of perseverance, innovation, and the enduring human spirit of exploration.